go. Tekeli'li. Tekeli'li's. Tekeli'li's what? Oh, it's broken. Thinks there's a familiar in the background, but it's not. But it's not. Hey, Valdemar. Hello, Wildfire. Yeah, Artemis and Warduke, I kind of stay away from. And Valentine, basically the ones that work off like soaking positional formation abilities. I'm just like, I don't know why I don't enjoy that aspect. I just don't. Is what it is. I need to restart this because that familiar being lost is going to really upset me. Restart. Yeah, I'll be posting duck bait in my chat. Wait. Quack bait. Maybe quack bait? Clickbait. Maybe quack bait. Oh. Jim finally took off. I was like, what are those sounds? Jim was exploding somewhere in the night sky. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. Dang it. Dang it, Bobby. 475. Did it get me the achievement, though? It did. Firequackers. Firequackers. Celebrate good times. I'm only missing 3 achievements now. One of them's for that Quacto miner. Will get itself done eventually. There we go. Now it's working right. I feel like we would have earned a ton of gems today if I just saved it, but I'm glad we were getting speed potions. Whenever the game wants to give you lots of speed potions, keep opening chests. There's 2 more larges. Love it. Love it. Look at that. 12 larges, 2 epics. We're down to 7 mediums. We were at 20 at one point. We've used them today. That's great. That's great. Don't have Valentine yet. Trying to get a better understanding of the champs I have now before I try to add more of the puzzles. Yeah, Valentine basically wants you to hit her with as many positionals as possible. And she buffs based off that, and she'll pass them off to the DPS. Speaking of speed potions, seems like a 3-jump Briv can't supply it. No. Yeah, no. I think, no, I'm not even sure if a 4-jump Briv can, to be honest. I think you might with the right enough amount of favor. Maybe. But yeah, 3-jump. 3-jump isn't consistent enough. You're gonna earn so many more gems when you get 4. Like it doesn't make. I don't think it'll make sense, but it's just gonna be ridiculous. I don't use Valentine, no, because I use Briv. Valdemar. Usually Briv is tanking to try to exist at the high areas that I go to. So I don't know. I think the people that use Valentine are just relying on killing everything instantly, it feels like. And I could be wrong, but like I don't know. Yeah, I use Briv to stay alive. Valentine can do gold find too, yeah, absolutely. She can do both buffs and gold find. Melf's interesting. Melf is a speed champion. It's a rotating speed effect. So it's gonna vary what you get as you go through a run. Every 50 areas completed, it changes. Yeah, I mean, Cradle's an option at the higher areas, but I tend to be using Lae'zel to buff with, so I don't know. I don't say I build the best formations. I build formations that get things done. So that's all that really matters to me. Did I complete what I was trying to do? Yeah. All right. You just defeated Tiamat with 3 days to spare. Nice. New dock dropping momentarily. There it goes. Oh my. It's a frog. It's a froggy. It's a duck and a froggy Kigurumi. What the hell? It wants to play Duck Frog. I don't know. Feeling froggy? What the? Don't. I don't know where to go with that one. That one I kind of want to call Blueshy. I kind of want to change Blueshy to this. I kind of want to change Blueshy to this. Then we need another name for Blueshy, which is fine. I don't think we named Blueshy appropriately the first time. Yeah, I think that's gonna be Blueshy. That's Blueshy. So this was Blueshy before. It was like a yellow transparent like jelly duck. We called one temp HP, one tanking pigment. This one should be temp HP. And then we need to change the orange one. No, but I will add in Blueshy the first. That's orange. Looks like an orange, transparent orange. Legendary effect, maybe, for orange? And then we have the yellow is temp HP, which makes sense. That's your shields. Then you have a tanking pigment, which is blue. So that's the fish. Then you have legendary effect, which is like orange. Maybe? We're missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 still from this collection. 1 from that. A l'orange. Ugh. I mean, if we were gonna name it, like more related to ducks, yeah. But no, what's on Blue She live? I thought no, Blue She dead. Yeah. Hey Moses. A stock all orange. Okay, let's go take a peek. Let's go log into our Quacto account. Where is it anyway? So many ducks. That's the potato. Did it go up already? It may have gone up. But... Put up here? Yeah, gold find. It's stuck at 38%, 39%. Maybe we got to sit on it. I think we got to sit on it to have it go up. So we're going to sit on gold find for a while. We got to do our gold find. Julius. Oh, man, I remember Orange Julius at the mall. Those are pretty good. Those are pretty good. I remember in college once I asked him, like, if I juggle oranges in front of here to draw a crowd, will you give me a free small one? And they were like, yeah. So I did. So I did. This was back when I was better at juggling. We're gonna get like 300 and something out of click damage. We're gonna go to 475. Oh yeah, it's leveling up fast now, 45%. See, when we just focus and we shut all our other programs down, our Quacto miner works real good. Juggling stream, I thought about it once, like set it up somehow so that I could practice my juggling stuff again. And I just don't have the space for that. I would have to really convert one of the spare bedrooms just into a streaming room to have the space for that. It would take a while probably to get back into, we'd have to start off slow. You have to do a little bit every day because you got to get the movements down. And then before you like to do tricks and stuff, that takes a while to learn. I have like a big book full of tricks, and in college I used to just try to learn one a week. But I don't even remember. I don't remember most of them anymore. But you got to get your, basically muscle memory. Working on muscle memory over and over and over again. Take out the wall behind you. If I did that, that goes to the outside. Well, half of it goes to the outside. Half of it goes to the entryway to the house. Hey, Dizor. Oh, our gold find's going down. The gold mine's going down. Down, down, down in an early round. Gold mine's frozen. Frozen assets. They froze our assets off. Wait. You have plenty of room. Yeah. I mean, I did 2 in one hand. I could do 2 in well, I could do 2 at a time in either hand, That's just a simple circle rotation. And yeah, you got to get, both ways. I could do threes. Threes is just that's juggling. Doing threes. And there's lots of different patterns and tricks for threes, and that are, take a lot of work. That's really where I spent most of my time. Four, I think I had four for a while, which is basically just two in one hand, but in each hand at the same time. I was able to do fours. Fives requires height. So when I was doing most of my practice in, it also requires more juggling balls, which, makes sense, but that costs money, and I was in college. But doing fives requires height. Every time you add, like you go from 3 to 5 or 4 to 6, you're adding height to make it work, to learn it. You can always bring it down later, but fives is rough. I just never. It was like, can you do five? How many can you do? And I was like, can you even juggle 3? No. Okay, well then let's just stop there. Juggling isn't a numbers game. But the more you want to do, the higher you have to be able to throw them accurately. It's rough. I could do some flashes of 5. I think that's basically where you would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then catch them all. That's like a flash. That's like kind of the first stage of getting numbers, higher numbers. And that was challenging to get to initially. But again, it's just the more height you have, the more accuracy you have to have, and the better your timing has to be, because they're all kind of threading in it, like a 3 and a 5 and a 7. They're all threading through the same space. That's why you need more height, because they're going across. Like you're kind of throwing it at an angle and having them fall, and they've all got to thread through that same kind of middle area. Intent for goal find and not go down as you spend favor on legendaries. I don't. Your favor should go down as you spend it. Now, usually what you do is you try to do a deep run, which we call a forge run, where you're getting a ton of favor, and then you spend it a bunch on that run, and then you hop out and you've got it all back. So I don't know. If it's not actually costing you anything, then that's a bug. Well, Lurking Rider, yeah. So I learned to juggle because I participated in a tutoring program at my college that went to local schools. I went to a rec center, but anyway, the rec center I went to had a circus skills class on the Mondays when I was tutoring, and we were specifically there to help tutor the kids in the class if they needed tutoring, while they were also, since they were already there also doing circus skills, they could come in and get help with their homework and that kind of stuff. And one of the girls, who's like middle school, who I helped out with her homework one day, when I was done with everything, I went out into the gym and she taught me how to juggle. That's how I learned. Anyone can learn how to juggle 3 balls. Well, not anyone, but the vast majority of people. The vast majority of people, if you have full use of a pair of hands and arms, because there's the restriction, right? You can learn to juggle 3 balls in like a half an hour. Oh my god, it's a baseball duck. And it's signed. What? It's signed. It's a baseball duck. We have a baseball champion? The champion references baseball? But yeah, I've taught all kinds of people how to juggle in like 30 minutes or less. How about knives or bowling pins? I mean, it's not actual bowling pins, but I know what you're talking about. Juggling pins. I didn't do knives. I did. I couldn't afford to buy juggling pins in college. What I would do is I would get like I would take my roommates' used beer bottles and I would wrap them in hockey tape, which is grippy. But also, then if I broke the bottle or if I dropped the bottle and it broke, the tape would kind of hold the pieces together. It'd be easier to clean up. I never broke one. Dropped them, but they were surprisingly resilient once you got some hockey tape on them. On carpet, at least. And I would spin bottles. I would try to practice, bottle spins. The key is you gotta try to grab the necks every time, and so you have to learn the rotation. That takes a while. Otherwise, you're ending up. But you can fake it, and which I would, and I could do 3 bottles, and you just occasionally you'd be grabbing the bottom of the bottle. How do you get speed to go this fast in Isle Champions? I have a party full of speed champions. First off, second, I have a speed potion going, and third, I have a speed core. I got the fast core in here doing its thing, which is increasing enemy spawn speed. That's what we got it up to so far. So a couple different things. Oh no! I mean, I stay at 78% on our Quackto currency. To juggle 3 balls well enough to know never to try it with knives. I mean, you'd use special juggling knives. You wouldn't use actual knives, so they wouldn't have an edge. The favor goes down, but an active run that doesn't seem to affect the current. That sounds like a bug. Yeah. Usually you do it at the end of the run, after you've gained enough favor to make up for it, then you fail. Baseball duck to home run to deep run. Baseball as base ultimate damage. I mean, well, that's or base DPS. Ranged attack. What if it's ranged attack? Hey, Noobles. Well, it's not a bad. It's not, but it's a. I don't know. That's a stretch for fan. Oh, I never had anything to bounce juggle with. Hey, man, it's like the good stuff. Like I knew people who did this professionally, and so they were like, well, here's some. They would give me catalogs, and I'm like, I can't afford this stuff. They could, because they would literally, like one guy I knew who was a juggler, he would go to Balboa Park, which is this big park in the tourist park in San Diego, and he had a license and everything to basically busk there, to be a busker, and he would do on the weekends he would go down, and on the holidays he would go down and just do performances for an hour or two, and make a big stack of cash from donations and like tips, and so he could buy when he needed. But I didn't have that money. I was not that good, and I did not have a license. I did help him out in a couple